Hey guys, it's Matt here. Just wanted to give you a message just before you're coming up here to Blizzard. We are looking so forward to your arrival. We've got stuff set up. We have been working months and months on this incredible weekend. We've been building a huge boat. We've got all sorts of theme stuff's going to happen. Our theme this year, more than a name, is going to be lived out as we go on this discovery of going from our old selves to our new selves in Christ. We're going to begin Friday night on this idea of leaving the old land, of leaving what is behind and looking ahead to the adventure of discovering who we are in Christ. And by Sunday, when we arrive in the new land, we will realize that our identity in Christ is really, when we discover that, we're just at the beginning of a greater adventure ahead of us. Now, this year at Blizzard, there's a couple of changes that are coming your way that I want you to know about before you get here. First of all, when you arrive, there's going to be stuff already happening in the music hall. So once your group's all checked in, you can do the mobile check-in through texting stuff in. Once that's happened and you've got checked in, you can drop your stuff off at your cabins and then come right back to the music hall where we're all going to be gathering together. Rather than just divide into our teams, we're going to get a chance to all be together to begin the whole weekend. After that point, there's going to be a couple of different things happening that will eventually get us up to the hangar, and the whole weekend will be kicked off at roughly around 10 o'clock. So things are going to be opening up at 7. We'll have official kickoff at 10. We got more coming your way. Now, what we're normally used to is that on Saturday night is when we do communion. And now we're going to talk through that about on Saturday afternoon at the leaders gathering. But what I want you to know is that we're actually going to shift communion from the Saturday night to the Sunday morning. I'm going to explain that in just a sec. But what we're still going to do Saturday night is that we are going to have a time to kind of respond to what God is doing. And we're going to have different experiences, whether that's going to be some writing or journaling or painting or some of the creative sides. Give students different ways to respond before they go into their small group time with you. Remember, you guys are the key leaders for following up with students after each session, helping them be able to talk and think about what they just engaged with during that session. Now, what we are going to be doing is moving communion to the Sunday morning. There's a couple of reasons for that. First of all, as students, many of them make decisions on Saturday night. We want that idea that comes Sunday morning, the idea is our new identity in Christ, is that we can celebrate more together of the sacrifice that He gave for us and the idea that we have new life in Him because of His death and resurrection. Secondly, we want it to be a bit of a celebration. We're able to take communion and be able to see it as a time both to remember what God's done for us, but also celebrate the new life. And so we want to be able to have that as kind of the closing experience of what is part of Blizzard as we send us back into our lives back home. So we're setting up in a unique way for it to be both a time to remember as well as a place to celebrate. And finally, it's a great way for you guys as group leaders to recall back on what we talked about on Saturday night and gives you another gathering point by which we can further walk about seeing students take their next steps towards fully engaging themselves as a Christ follower. So those are a couple of the changes that are coming your way. We have a whole lot in this retreat. It's going to be a great time for you and your students. I can't wait to see you. Make time to come up, say hi to me. I still get to know so many people across the entire convention, so I'm looking forward to these weeks with you. I'll talk to you later. See ya.